Hey, Jason here. Hope you had a great week. Hello. Hopefully things are going okay. It is now Friday. It is Good Friday, actually. And the first thing that I want to make sure that you understand is that this video is not being filmed on Good Friday because I'm about to show you a turkey sandwich here when we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, no pun intended. So I want to make sure that the Catholics and the Christians don't come knocking on my door saying, how come you're eating meat on Good Friday? You're not supposed to do that. I know, I understand this is filmed earlier in the week, so make sure that you know that. So hopefully you're kicking butt and taking names, and hopefully this weekend you have a very happy Easter. Spend some time with your family. I know I'm all kinds of excited. My parents are coming up from Cincinnati to visit, and they're going to bring some Easter baskets, I'm sure, and Peter Cottontail will leave all kinds of jelly beans and peeps and stuff in the house for the girls to find, and I just can't wait for it. So I'm filming this video from work, from school. I'm on my lunch break, and last week I filmed one of these as well, and it got a great response, and lots of people loved it. So I think I'll do this on a regular basis now. So plus it gives me something to do at lunch. You know, I like to stay productive during my lunch times. But you'll notice that I got my lunch with me here, and this is my lunch. This is a little bit of an inside look at a fitness pro's lunch, right? So this is a lunch. This is a couple pieces of bread. I got about 4 ounces of turkey. And smoked turkey, pretty good. Don't worry, I won't eat the entire thing in front of you. I've got some carrots, and I've got some water. So, why am I showing you this today? One of the first reasons I'm showing you this today is to realize how few calories my lunch is. Now, I'm in a fat loss protocol. I'm not in a rapid fat loss protocol anymore. I was in a rapid fat loss protocol for a while. Still in a fat loss protocol, but I just slowed it down a little bit because it's only mid-March, and we don't have any pool days or vacations lined up until like June or July. So I'm not in a massive rush, so I can slow things down and make my diet a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit less awful and cringe-worthy and hell-inducing and all that. But you know, this is about 4 ounces of turkey. Each slice of bread is about 35 calories. I always go for the lowest calorie bread I can possibly find. I don't go for organicness because organicness is usually twice as expensive and 3 times the calories. Seriously, one slice of this is 35 calories. Organic bread is often 110, 120 calories per slice because of all the healthy stuff that they put inside the organic bread. So this is full of preservatives and emulsifiers and stuff that would make the food babe cringe for sure. And then, I mean, some carrots. And that's it. Then that's all the calories that there is to it. And then I got some water here to wash it down with. So why am I showing you this? One of the reasons I'm showing you this is so that you understand. Oh, see, there's the bell. Told you we were in a school. One of the things that you need to understand is how few calories we actually need as human beings, especially when you're trying to lose fat. I mean, I'm 6'8", 230, 34 years old, and have a decent amount of muscle mass. And still, what is that? 300 calories, 400 calories? It's hardly anything. For breakfast, I had, and I have another sandwich just like this, about 4 ounces of meat and 2 slices of bread, same kind of bread. And that's what I have for breakfast. I know that sounds boring, and I'll get to that in a second. But that was my breakfast, is about 300 calories. My lunch is about 350, 400 calories. And then my dinner is probably right around somewhere between 1,000 and 1,300 calories. Something like that. So it's not much food for a guy my size. So why do I tell you that? That's not to brag, like, oh, look how little I'm eating, like that makes me cool or something. But that's just to show you we drastically overestimate how many calories we need, and we drastically underestimate how many calories we eat. And this is a shocking revelation for most people that are starting out with calorie counting or with macro counting when they realize, oh my gosh, I had no clue how much I ate. Just a handful here and a handful there and a graze here and a graze there and a snack while you're making dinner here and a snack after dinner there and a glass of wine, and pretty soon you just had 1,500 calories and you barely blinked. You didn't feel any satiety, any fullness, any satisfaction from these calories. They're just calories. They're just going into your body, right? And we think that because we got a little activity, I went on a walk, I walked the dog today, or today I went to the gym and I worked out for 40 minutes. Now all of a sudden we're going from a sedentary lifestyle to an active lifestyle, and that's not true. When you hear active lifestyle, these are people that like wake up and they're active all day long. They're like a mailman and they're constantly walking. Or really my job is one of the more active jobs out there as a teacher because I'm on my feet all the time. It's actually one of the best things that I like about teaching is the fact that it like forces me to stand for most of the day. This is my lunch break. This is one of the few times during the day that I actually sit down and take a load off. But if you are at a normal job, you're not active. It doesn't matter if you go work out for 45 minutes to an hour. You're not spending, expanding 700 calories in your 145-minute workout session. You're just not. And if you're on a program that tells you you are, that program has a marketing gimmick that says that. So make sure that you know that. This is a very common thing for people to go, oh my gosh, I don't understand. I'm eating under my calories. And what they're doing is they're going to the gym. They're estimating I just burnt 600 calories. And they're thinking of it like a debit card. Like you just loaded up your gift card. And I got a 600 on my gift card. So now I can go out to the insert fast food place of your choice or stop at a convenience store, get 600 calories worth of stuff, and I can eat it and nothing's going to happen. And that is usually not the case. I had an article that came out a couple weeks ago on our macro trackers sabotaging your fat loss. And this is one of the biggest problems with macro trackers is macro trackers like a MyFitnessPal or a My Macros app will take out all of the mindfulness of the equation. And instead of thinking about your choices and making solid choices, it all just becomes a big math problem. And I think that there is value in counting macros and there is value in counting calories and being aware of calories. But the biggest value in it is it forces you to be mindful and it forces you to go, well, what should I eat here? Because I'm not going to be able to eat from my lunch until my dinner. What's going to taste good and fill me up at the same time? Should I eat more veggies? Should my protein source be leaner so I can eat a little bit more fat in dinner? Will that satisfy me more? What am I eating something for dinner that's fattier and I need to go lighter for lunch? Or am I eating chicken for dinner and I can afford a few extra fats at my lunchtime, right? Those sort of being mindful about the food that you're putting in your body, that is the biggest advantage to counting calories. That is the biggest advantage to counting macros. The advantage is not mathematical because that's an inexact science. We use 3,500 calories is equal to 1 pound. It's the best that we got, but our bodies all absorb things at different rates. You might have you might react differently to certain foods, and we can only do what we can do, but you can't take those absolute amounts, or you can't start to think, oh, I worked out hard today. Now all of a sudden I can eat a ton. But think about this. This is 6'8", 235 pounds, decent muscle mass, 34, not all too old. I work out, I train hard. That's my lunch. That's it. So now you might look at that lunch and say, oh my gosh, that lunch is boring, right? That's boring. And I get that a lot. I get a lot of, hey man, give me some lunch ideas. Give me some food ideas. They go, hey Jason, give me a lunch idea. I don't know what to do with this lunch. What should I do? And I'll say, how about a sandwich? Oh, I can't eat a sandwich. A sandwich is boring, man. A sandwich, that's no fun. I mean, do you need to be entertained? A sandwich works out. I mean, think of all the things you could do with a sandwich. You could put some veggies on the sandwich, the different sauces. Be careful with the sauces, obviously, but you could go with turkey or roast beef, or you could go with a ham or a chicken breast, all kinds of different flavors. You could put some hot sauce on it, some pickles, some sauerkraut, some lettuce. You could do all kinds of stuff. You could go with a wrap. You could go with a lettuce wrap. You could go with a burrito shell, a sub bun, all kinds of things you could do with a sandwich. But I think one of the reasons why I've evolved to a sandwich, and I used to do all those things, and actually I got really boring, and now it's just meat and bread. And one of the reasons is because my mindset kind of shifted, and it went from I need to be entertained when I eat to just get me something that's going to be in my stomach and it's going to provide me with some energy, and I'm going to be good. Most of your meals, if you are trying to lose fat, and really if you're trying to gain, most healthy meals, period, are like some meat, some veggies, and a whole food carb source, some potatoes, some rice, maybe pasta, a couple pieces of fruit. That's most of your meals. And I know you want to dress it up, and I know you want to make protein cheesecake and protein cookies and protein pancakes, and you want to make low-calorie ice cream and eat Arctic Zero, and right, we all want to do stuff like that. But maybe the purpose of dessert is to have a little taste, not enough to ruin your diet, but not like not a huge exorbitant amount, because moderation is hard. Extremes are actually easy. It's easy to say, I'm never going to eat dessert again. But that's bullshit. That's not going to work. What's difficult is saying, I'll eat a little dessert, I'll get a taste of it when I want to at special occasions, not every day. Now that's difficult. If you can get there, ooh, man, then you're really making some progress. So that's just a little insight here. I think I'm going to end up doing a post probably after Easter is over and after we're done with the Easter ham and all that fun stuff. But the article is going to be a week in the life of losing fat with a fitness pro, and I'm going to show all my meals for the week. Spoiler alert, you'll be bored out of your mind. Embrace the boredom. It's good for you. I hope you have a happy Easter. See you later.